Hey guys, Jake from Evolving Daily, and this may not be usable because of the cicadas and the other little woodland insects and wind noise and all them things. But so Tiny House Tuesday, I guess. I don't know. And it's just going to be where we're at right now. The whys and the whats and the winds. So, I started working a job where travel is most of the time involved. And for the first year, works close to home. I was driving like an hour and a half every day, one way. Not a big deal. But then was asked to travel. Anyhow, started working on a job 2 hours and 15 minutes away from the house. 10-hour days, plus coming an hour early, staying an hour late, yada yada yada. Sometimes you work more than 10 hours. It just wasn't going to work out most days to drive that every day, and not really that feasible. So, started out staying in, bought a tent, but I built this like a long time ago. I built this little rig to sleep in my car where I could have an air mattress inside my Kia Soul. Yeah, I drive a Kia Soul. So pretty much just stayed in the car for the first like week and a half. A couple nights in the tent. It was rainy and windy and nasty. Ended up just using the tent more for storage and staying in the car at night. And that was the plan. That's just what I was going to do, because rather than spend, most of the people that like do this kind of job, they have anywhere from a $15,000 camper up to a $80,000 camper and a few above that. And they just travel with that camper and pretty much live in it. But I mean, the money's there to do it. I'm making 5 or 6 times the amount of money that I used to, but I just don't see blowing, I don't know, $200, $300, $400, $500 a month on a camper payment for something that I'm literally going to get back, sit out in the front yard and relax, eat, and then go in and just lay down and go to bed. Like, that just really doesn't seem very beneficial. So instead, I was going to stay in the car. And yeah, it was uncomfortable. And eventually I may have gotten a small camper or something. But people kept bugging me that, hey man, it's going to storm, come stay with me tonight, this and that and the other. So kind of a middle ground. I'd been wanting a little shed to put lawnmowers and tools and stuff like that in, out on a piece of property that a buddy of mine owns. Thought, well, I'll go look at them, and if they're not hateful expensive, I'll buy one of them things and put it here and live in it. I mean, it's got a roof and them things. So went and bought a 12 by 24 pre-made shed thing. It's got a metal roof, it's got treated wood. I mean, it's actually built, other than 16-inch centers, it's built the way I would have built a shed to put stuff in and things. So rather than buying a, let's just go middle ground and say $30,000 camper and pay $800 a month rent, I bought a $4,000 shed. I pay $400 a month rent because I don't use any of the hookups. I was plugged into electric, and I gave myself 1 month. Like after a month, I'm gonna get this solar thing figured out, install what I need, and I'm pulling the plug. Because paying for hookups versus not, $400 versus $800, $400 a month, that's substantial. After 8 months of doing this, we're paid for a pretty decent sized solar system for what I need. Obviously not a house-sized solar, but for all I need. So I spent that month crunching numbers of mini fridge and this and that, and maybe an hour or two of TV a day, maybe, and lighting, and I just really don't need that much. Like, I don't have an air conditioner, so now I've been in it for, I don't know, 2 months. I've been in it for some amount of time. And I'll show you like the things I've done, things I'm going to do, and kind of do an update, but this is just where we're at right now. I have a solar panel that's the size of 3 sheets of paper, a lawnmower battery, they're all yon way, a solar panel the size of 3 sheets of paper that costs $100 with a charge controller. Hey now. A lawnmower battery wired into my little shack, and really all I use it for is to charge my phone at night so it doesn't die and I don't miss my alarm. I've got, so let's say as far as energy usage, I've got a Coleman 18-watt solar kit, a battery, a little bit of wiring, 3 overhead lights that I use maybe 20 minutes out of the day, a phone charger, like I just went to AutoZone and got a 12-volt cigarette lighter female receptacle, and I plug in my car phone charger, charge my phone up at night, and I have a Walmart portable box fan that takes D batteries. It says it's rated for 40 hours. I'm getting way more than that because I don't think I've changed the original batteries. So that means, so that's all I use. I got some oil lamps that I use temporarily. I've got some little bitty solar Lucy lamps that you set out in the sun. They charge. They're mostly for backpacking. And then I can hang them up and turn them on. I don't even really use them anymore at all. That was the temporary fix when I first got the little building. What is going on? That's all my energy. I get free ice at work, so I live out of a cooler, which I thought would be a bigger deal than it is. And I'll show you like some of the coolers I spent decent money on a small cooler that was super cool. Then I bought a super cheap cooler, a little bigger, and then I bought a, I would say is the average consumer decent cooler, and really it's not bad. I'll kind of get into all that, and there's plans to church them up a little bit. But oh, and I have a propane and charcoal grill. But as far as energy usage, ice, 18 watts of solar, and I don't even use a fraction of it. But a little bit of propane and charcoal. Burn some wood sometimes to cook on. A D-cell battery powered fan that I use sometimes. And other than that, I just kind of use things to my advantage. So, and it's probably already a long video, just saying nothing really. I don't have an air conditioner. I'm fat. It's summer. And I don't like not having an air conditioner. And I thought that was going to be a huge obstacle. So before I pulled the plug, it was really hard for me to, like, man, just keep this thing plugged in, get me a little portable air conditioner. But you know what, no. I said a month, I'm going to do a month, pulling the fuck plug. If I get hot and fat and I can't sleep, then I guess I wasn't tired enough. I'll get up and do some more shit. There's been a couple nights where I woke up hot and sweaty, but really once you get used to it and you figure out some adaptations you can make, since I don't have so much, this is a thought, but I think it's pretty solid. Since I don't have a bunch of normal junk inside my shed, Like, I don't have carpet, I don't have insulation walls, I don't have any kind of wall covering, I don't have ceilings, I don't have furniture other than camp chairs. I did recently splurge and got me a Walmart memory foam mattress. Very fancy. But since I don't have all those things to hold thermal energy, to hold heat, then when I get home in the evening, I set up my little, it's not Venturi effect, maybe Venturi effect? I've got a vent in a certain place, and a window in a certain place, and another vent in a certain place, so it forms a draft. It cools down to outside temperature in 20 minutes to an hour, depending on the conditions. And I just go to sleep. Sometimes with a fan, sometimes without. So I don't like wasting money, as in buying this thing knowing I'm going to replace it. So I would much rather, if I have to, buy something temporary that I can add on to later and still use. I don't really like to waste money anymore. So all the things that I've, like my cooler, it's going to be added on, changed. I don't know the words. It's going to be made more better. As with a lot of the other things that I've started. So, this video, I made another video today earlier, and it's just, today's just not the day. Either I need to drink more beer or just go to bed. I'm living in a shed. It's made out of wood. It's not fancy. There's bugs in there because it's not airtight. I'm going to insulate and do this and do that, and I've got all these grand plans. So you can continue watching these videos and see the progress. I'll show you my little tiny solar system that I literally just charged my phone off of and ran something else off of it. Oh, I hooked up my little battery powered fan to it because you kind of can, as long as you don't mind electrocutions. Oh God, this is a hot mess. I'll show you my solar, my cooler setup, which is the cooler on the ground that I put ice in. But I mean, store it in the shade, do certain things. It's a hot mess. It's evolving daily. Be prepared to thrive or survive. We'll take a tour or something next time. It's really dumb. But I'm going with it. It's my YouTube channel. If you don't like it, you can suck a big one. Did I say? Yeah, I did. For sure I did. I'm not really wearing any... Oh. msnatashanova.com. As in Miss Natasha Nova, but MS. msnatashanova.com. I think that's where this hat's going. Some days this is just what you're going to get.